Peace, peace. This is O.G.B.O for the Ministry of Information. Listen, this post is inspired by my brother Supreme, Beetlejuice Mason. You can find him on TikTok. Give him a follow. When you was growing up, if you at least over 35, when you asked your elder what made rain, what made thunder, things like that, you were told that the devil was getting beat up by God or the devil was beating up on his wife. The truth of the matter is, the earth is approximately 3/4 covered underwater, approximately 3/4 of its surface. The sun and moon having destructive powers on our planet, while our planet making the terrific speed of 1,037 1/3 miles on its way around the sun. The sun draws this water up into the earth's rotation, which is called gravitation, and a fine mist that the naked eye can hardly detect. But as this mist ascends higher, an increase of other mists of water and different currents of the atmosphere, until when it becomes heavy in gravitation, then it distills back to the earth in the form of drops of water, drops of ice, which depends on how heavy the mist was and the current the air was in. There are some layers of currents of air real cold and warm, and some very swift and changeable. So when the water strikes one of these cold currents, it becomes solid ice and small round drops of form on a light fluffy form, which is called snow. But this water is never drawn above 6 miles from the earth's surface by the sun and moon. The reason it rains back on our planet is because it cannot get out of the Earth's field with its high speed of rotating around the sun makes it impossible. The reason I took to explaining this is for this reason. With my content, I try to stay away from religion. I don't care if you say you're Moor, you Nation of Islam, you Hebrew, Israelite, as long as you agree that we are the people of God, and it's going to take out being united on one page to win this battle for the minds of our people. But one thing I have to consider, and that's spookism. I've given it a pass in the past. I've given it a pass. But woke or consciousness and unalive is total opposite of each other. You cannot have knowledge of the time and what is required of this in this time and be spiritually and morally dead at the same time. One cancels out the other. Let me give you an example. We were enslaved here in America. Our brothers and sisters were enslaved in Haiti and also in Jamaica. The difference is the Haitians and Jamaicans won their independence. We waited 310 years to be liberated. Why? Because one was dealing with reality and the other was waiting on someone to come and save them, because they were indoctrinated into a thinking that contradicts being alive. What do I mean? Any man and woman who is alive, whether they acknowledge this or not, know on some level that if you don't get up off your behind and do something for yourself, you're not going to have anything. Nothing comes out of the sky to feed you, to defend you. Why would some type of spirit daddy or God, invisible force, come out of the sky or come out of a non-reality into reality to save reality? It just don't work that way. You have no evidence of this ever happening. So again, the point is, we do not have to all be under the same banner. Okay? But to some degree, we all have to be dealing with reality. If you're waiting for something or someone to come to save you, or you're waiting to hear or see a dragon come out of the water, or you think a snake had a conversation with a woman in the garden, step to the left. This O.G.B.O. This is the Ministry of Information. Until next time, peace.